Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for me to welcome all of you to this panel discussion. I'm Amy and I'm going to be the chair for this panel discussion in this hour. Today's topic is enterprises environmental sustainability. I know that today's topic will bring up a number of questions from you, and I want to let you know I will address as many as I can in the time we have today. Under the circumstances of population growth, increasingly tight resources, declining ecosystem, supply chain threatened by global warming, current enterprises are facing unprecedented challenges. As a result, the concept of sustainable development has been incorporated into the overall planning of enterprises. As a part of society, enterprises' strategies should also keep pace with the times. So I have questions. How do companies make trade-offs between economic benefits and environmental impact? Let's welcome these four panelists to discuss. Here now is April from Group 3 to talk about Tears of the Ocean. And the second panelist is Emily from Group 4 to talk about IKEA doesn't only sell furniture, but focus more on environmental sustainability. Okay, let's welcome Yula, the third panelist from Group 5 to talk about environmental sustainability in Weiquan Foods Corporation. And the last panelist here is Maggie to talk about Kao Smiling Heart Life. Each panelist, please state your opinion in order from Group 3 to Group 6. Now let's give the floor to April.
When it comes to ocean, most people will think of beauty, vacation, relaxation, and so on. Today I will show you that our ocean is not as beautiful as the past. This is a sperm whale. A sperm whale is the largest toothed animal in the ocean. And let's begin with the news that a sperm whale found dead after being freed by Taiwanese rescue, and it happens in October 2015. And the following is the timeline of the event. First, a sperm whale is stranded on the beach, and Taiwanese rescue freed the sperm whale in Jiayi Port. And after 3 days, people find its dead body in Tainan. So researchers started to anatomize the sperm whale. And then they found a lot of fish nets and plastic bags in its stomach. And that's the reason why the sperm whale cannot eat anything and cause it to death. So, what do you think of these animals? Sperm whales, sea lions, turtles, fish, or seabirds? Do you think they are cute? Or they are beautiful, or some positive adjective? But now, contaminations and all these situations. A lion is struck by fish net, and a turtle got a straw in his nose. And fish eat plastic microbeans, and plastic microbeans are made for exfoliation, such as facial cleaner, 就是去角质的东西。And oil contamination makes birds unable to fly or to move. So, what causes these contaminations? It's human being. We use things that are helpful for us, but when they go to the ocean, it causes disasters. So these are 4 types of contaminations. First is heavy metal. Heavy metal like lead or mercury. It causes fish become sick. And if people eat these sick fish, it may cause serious health problems like cancer. Second is oil spill. Oil spill is the release of liquid petroleum, and it penetrates into the structure of bones of birds and mammals, and it makes them susceptible to temperatures and less buoyant in the water. And also oil spill is hard to clean. And third is thermal pollution. Thermal pollution is heat pollution, and it is the degradation of water quality by any process like change water temperatures. And a common cause of the problem is the water used by power plants and industry. And the last is garbage. Do you know how much garbage is put into the ocean every year? The answer is 8 million tons of garbage. It's a quite large number, right? And besides, 99% of turtles have plastic bags in their stomach in Taiwan. So, we thought that Hawaii is there is a good view in Hawaii. But by now, do you still think that Hawaii is a good vacation place? Let's watch a show clip.
On the bottom of the sea. What did the deep sea say? Tell me, what did the deep sea say? It moaned and groaned and it splashed and it foamed and it rolled on its weary way.
Okay. In the video, you can see a lot of garbage that's in Hawaii. And Hawaii is one of the dirtiest beaches in the world. So, it's quite different from what you have saw Hawaii, right? But some companies have to devoted to combine the business with environmental. And I will introduce one of this company. And the company is called Titamata. And it's located in Indonesia. And its motivation of it is because of low price, a lot of plastic products are manufactured. So the founder decided to use natural resources to make biodegradable plastic products. And the products are made from tapioca starch, and tapioca means sweet potato. And they can be decomposed in 2 years. Finally, I want to say that ocean health is our health, because they are 70% of water on Earth, and we live on it. So how can we keep polluting this beautiful planet? And now people have paid attention on this issue. So it's important for everyone to join the activity of protecting our ocean and protecting our health. Thank you.
Okay, I'm Emily, and today I'm from Group 4, and today I will introduce the IKEA. So let's go all in on selling sustainability. And IKEA is a multinational group of companies that sells and designs many furniture, accessories. And it was founded in Sweden in 1943 by Ingvar Kamprad when he was 70 years old. And this company is known for its modern architecture designs for various types of appliances and furniture. And its interior design work is often associated with eco-friendly. And the vision of IKEA is to create a better everyday life for many people. And okay, first I want to talk about these numbers. And the chief of IKEA Sustainability Office, Steve Howard, had mentioned before these numbers. And this number can explain the problem we will have in the future. The first one is 3. 3 means 3 billion people. Now we have 2 billion people in the middle class around the world. But by in 2030, there will be 3 billion people in the middle class. And this world will have a problem that we may have the resource scarcity. And the second number is 6, means 6 degrees centigrade. What we are heading towards in terms of global warming, all of the weird weather we have been a few years ago, and much of this due to just 1 degree warming. So what will happen if 6 degrees? And the last one is 12. This is the number of cities in the world that had a million or more 1 million people. But now we have 500 cities, more than 1 million and more people. So according to these problems, IKEA has a strategy called People and Planet Positive. This strategy helps IKEA to guide their business to have a positive impact on the world. And the sustainability at IKEA means ensuring environmental, economic, and social well-being for today and tomorrow. And there are 3 purposes of this strategy. The first one is to help people have a more sustainable life at home. And the second purpose is to have the resource and energy independence. And the second one is to create a better life for people and communities. And so let's watch a video first to see how can IKEA help us to make a sustainable living.
These are all LED lamps. LED is such an amazing technique to work with. It uses 85% less energy than an old incandescent bulb. LED is extremely long-lasting. LED will last up to 20 years. In 20 years' time, I could have grandchildren. You don't have to replace your lamps at home to save energy. All you have to do is take out the old traditional light bulb and put the new LED bulbs in. Lighting can play a really strong part in sustainability because in everybody's home you have lights. If all IKEA customers around the world took out one traditional light bulb and replaced it with a new LED bulb, that would save enough energy to power up a city with 1 million people. LEDs aren't just good for the environment, they're good on your wallet, and they also give a really good light.
When it comes to raw materials like cotton and wood, we have to make more from less. And we have to make sure that cotton and wood is grown with respect for people and the environment. We love the sun and we love the wind, and they'll never run out. Finding new ways of turning them into energy is also important.
This is a solar panel. When the sun shines on it, it produces electricity. Enough for 4 televisions. But we're not using solar panels to power televisions. We're using it to power our IKEA buildings around the world. We have installed more than 250,000 solar panels already today. We are also investing in wind turbines in countries where the sun is not shining so much. Already today, more than half of the energy used in IKEA buildings is coming from renewable sources. The goal is 100% renewable energy, and I think we will get there sooner than you'd expect.
And okay, so in the video we can know you change the traditional bulbs into LED and use the solar panels and wind turbines can help us to make our life more sustainable. And also you mentioned cottons in the video. Cotton is a very important materials in their product, but it's used very lots of pesticides and fertilizer and a lot of water in the production. So they are working hard to make cotton farming better for people and planet. And they work with other business and non-government organizations for the Better Cotton Initiative. In this production, they have the amount of water and chemical inputs and other input costs, so they can reduce the pollution for our environment. And today, more than 76% of their cotton comes from these sustainable sources. So we can know the IKEA doesn't care about the product. They also care about the raw materials they use in the product. And also they use solar panel and wind turbines for their own architectures. So they also aim to respect the earth and nature resources. So we believe the IKEA can help us to create a sustainable world and make sustainability affordable for people. For example, they can help. The Steve Howard said we are going all in to have a positive impact on people and the planet, and we are raising our voice on climate change. The most important issue our society faces today. So by taking action and encouraging others, we can have a better life. So in the end, we want to say not only enterprises, but we can also make a contribution to our environment. Thank you.
Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Yuan. And before I start, because I'm sick, so if my pronunciation or expression is not so clear, you may raise your hand and tell me. I will try my best. And I'm from Group 5, and our topic is Weiquan. Weiquan is one of the biggest manufacturers in Taiwan, which is founded in 1953. And its popular and widely recognized products are canned pickles, soy sauce, oyster sauce, and some frozen dumplings and so on. And its logo is 5 red balls that represents our basically 5 flavors, 酸甜苦辣咸. And it also reflects the first letter with W. And its product had connected with our life so closely. However, from 2013, it has got into a big trouble and become the public enemy. However, because changing events, almost everyone rejects to buy their products, including the most popular one, 林凤营牛奶. Through this big scandal, it is challenging to come back in the market. However, Weiquan had actually did a lot for us. And these are divided into 3 parts. First one is 日语和环境, second one 环境教育, third one 一天午膳. And the first one is 日语和环境. It responds to the public. Weiquan cooperates with Songqing supermarkets. So if people go to Songqing and buy things, they will give the consumers a little card called 节能减碳随身卡, like the picture at the bottom one. There are some words on it. Its intention is remind us no matter who you are, we are everyone should be responsible for environmental protection. And next is energy saving design. And they change all the lamps in their office into T5 energy saving lamps. And some are changed into personal management lamps holder that you can control the lights randomly. And Also, they place so many painting in the office to absorb CO2. And next, it planned and designed a green architecture by the concept of green reforest, which is embedded into the natural lighting and natural ventilation. In the same time, covered with grass bricks to plant the green floors and the water flow collection system is used to water. Also, Weichen set up reading center. There are a lot of books about humanities, spiritual and environmental sustainability that you can read after work. And the second part is environmental education. Let's take a sequence of as advocate the issue, and the slogan is 就地球做就对了. There are different versions like polar bear, turn off the computers, and penguins pull the plug off the air conditioner holder. So now let's take a look at the short clip.
Give me all your and nothing but bad news. You can take all my money and I will blow my girls.
随手关灯，就这么简单，每月可节省12万吨碳排放。为全提醒，救地球。
As a show and lovely as I think it is so cute that it can catch people's attention easily. And Weichen would invite the experts to give their staffs some speeches and extend to the implementation. After that, Weichen would praise the model of the environmental staff and encourage others to do so. And the third one is 一天五散, which asks everyone to diminish 1.53 kilograms of carbon emission for cooling the planet and also for the sake of everyone's health. The first one is by public transportation. Second one is use reusable tableware. And third one is turn off the unplugged computers. And fourth, have vegetarian meal a day. And the last one is take elevator less and walk more. And also achieve the goal of 一天五省. Save power, water, oil, food, and money. In terms of this environmental sustainability, Weichen has done very much, and they promote these 5 movements of reducing carbon dioxide. Protecting this movement, I think, indeed can save our Earth. They build green architecture for a comfortable working place, and they regularly hold activities of coastal cleanup. And all the staffs also take some lessons to learn how to protect this Earth, which not only carries out the environmental protection in the company, but also try to convince the consumer to do so. So our members think Weichen is what they have done is really commendable because there are not so many companies willing to do so. That they maybe have no profits or benefits. But Weichen did it and also kept doing it. All of us maybe should follow what they did to the Earth, and we believe that global warming will be reduced, and also we can live longer and healthier. Thank you.
everyone, I'm Maggie from Group 6. Today I'm going to talk about Kao Smiling Housewife. Does anyone know what is Kao? Yes, in Taiwan we called it Hua Wang. So Kao Smiling Housewife means 花往微笑新生活 in Chinese. And Kao is a famous brand in Taiwan and Japan. To satisfy and enrich people's lives is their mission. Their products include daily necessaries such as shampoo, beauty products, cleaning supplies, or napkins, and so on. They bring many benefits through these products. Recently, their concepts turned into not only creating products but also consumer smile, because the environmental problem become more and more serious. Kao pursue more business activities which are conducive to the protection of the global environment. Ecological and environmental protection is their management. Kao established it as their fundamental operation of Kao Environmental Declaration and a new corporate statement, harmony with nature towards a rich life every day. In order to carry out their ideal activity, Kao held Kao Smiling Housewife. They want to start from the family. The first activity was children hygiene education, 孩童卫生教育. According to the survey, 97% of parents believe that the children who help to do housework will benefit the interaction between parents and children. And in order to attract more children to help doing housework, Kao also held smiling family dance to make it more funny. 微笑加事舞. Let's watch a short clip.
Go go go， 大家来打扫。Go go go， 你我爱整洁。Go go go， 大家来打扫。Go go go， 你我爱整洁。打扫打扫，扫扫扫，我们来打扫。清洁清洁，洗洗洗，环境变干净。打扫打扫，扫扫扫，我们来打扫。清洁清洁，当当当，打扫时间到。Everybody， 注意，目标张乱 ，Ready Go！ 爱干净的小朋友不会变坏。爱干净。
In addition to, through this clip, you can know that the children will attract by this dance, so that they will have more interested to help to do the housework. And in addition to children hygiene education, Kao also command more people to care about our environment through the International Children's Painting Competition, which was held by UNEP, United Nations Environmental Program, and beach cleanup event. And Kao also promotes Eco Together to make their whole production line more eco-friendly. They will provide an environmental 3R, which are reduce, recycle, and reuse material or technology from the upstream to help customers to produce better and eco-friendly products. And what's more, Kao is also the first Asian consumer goods company who promised no deforestation. They also announced the sustainable procurement policy, means 永续采购政策, which not only adopts more severe Forestry Act and promised to ensure its sources, but promised not to use the paper from the destruction for forests. In the end, I think Kao not only just creates their products but also care about our environment. And Kao believes that the children who have to do housework will not be bad, just like the clip said. And Smiling Life education will accumulate positive energy. And this is, thank you.
Okay, and that brings us to the end of the panel discussion. Let me give you a summary in about 3 minutes of what I've been learning about over the last 30 minutes. First, I really appreciate all of your comments today. You may be surprised by the example that April used. The company uses natural resources to make biodegradable plastic products. The products are made from tapioca starch and can be decomposed in 2 years. So amazing. Then, okay, move on to the second thing. Take IKEA for example. The company does something on cotton, LED, and solar panels. It managed to help reduce greenhouse effect, minimize waste and water consumption. Like Steve Howard said, we are going all into a positive impact on both people and planet. And raising our voice on climate change, which is the most important issue we are facing today. Wei Quan uses spiritual environment as the starting point and conveys the concept of environmental protection to everyone on the planet. And the last one, Kao's company uses cornstarch, inorganic salts, and water-soluble ingredients in face wash and shower cream to replace plastic soft balls, which is a kind of harmful ingredients to the environment. From 4 examples above, we can see that many enterprises really contribute to our environment. And I think you've now got a good understanding of today's content. Okay, now it's Q&A time and discussion. Do you have any questions? Feel free to ask.
Group 1?
Okay, group 1 needs to raise questions. Do you have any questions? Okay. Okay, please.
I want to ask April. We know that our ocean is polluted in a large scale. Do you know, aside from degradable things, just mentioned it, do you know any other organization which is devoted to themselves to protect our ocean? What's your recommendation that we can do to protect the ocean?
You mean us or you mean human? Right? So how many of you had plastic bag when you buy the breakfast this morning? Can you raise your hand? Yeah, so I think many people use the things they made from plastic, but it became a habit. So if we try not to use these things, maybe the environmental can be improved if everyone try to do a little thing in daily life, such as not taking the plastic bags and use the use the
的环保筷 Yes. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for your question and answer. Are there any more questions or comments? Okay, please.
I want to ask any questions. Because you just mentioned IKEA have LED lights. Yeah, but it got a longer lifespan, right? But it can be directly blowing in the environment. So do you know IKEA has any program to solve these lights recycling from?
Sorry, once again, the last question. The last question. Because I know they have another recycle program, but not for the LED lights. But LED lights can use very long, right? Compared to the traditional. So it's not. It compared to traditional bulbs, it makes less pollution for our environment. So I think they will think about this question. But I know now they don't have the program for LED lights.
Okay, thanks for your questions and answers. Are there still more questions or comments? Okay, no. Before closing the panel discussion, remember, environmental protection is everybody's duties. Thank you.